Hello everybody! Welcome, welcome. Happy early Halloween or almost Halloween, or it might be Halloween already for some of you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope everybody's doing... Oh dear! Very spooky. Hope everybody is doing well and has been having a nice week. Welcome to Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth. I think I've been calling it just Dark Corners of Earth. Yes, thank you for the ghost emotes. Very important. I don't know if they're even ghost emotes. Looks higher res than I remember. I turned it down a little bit just for even. But yeah, I mean this opening sequence looks, I have a osmotic knowledge of it. I have just existing in gamer spaces, I know of this game, although I've never actually played it personally. But this does look more than a bit different from even the thumbnail. Which there is nothing I could do to improve that perfection. Oh, spooky! It loops. I guess I didn't get... At least I won't get, I mean, I'm improved enough that I'm not being jump scared by the title screen, but the music is spooky. I thought there is nothing scarier for a streamer than a game that probably crashes a lot. So that influenced the decision. There were many options that could have been taken, could have done something even spookier, like the one game that's too scary for me and I'll never play, Five Nights at Freddy's. Or something. This game is the Borderlands 4 of crashing. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh yeah, I guess maybe one of the scariest games and the one I often cite as the worst game I've ever played is the Vita port of Borderlands 2. But, so that might be the bar. That might be the bar we're seeing, what we're up against. But if we can get a stable frame rate, that's already improving. The game you picked is so broken it stopped my mobile app from loading the stream. Well, when it made my whole computer crash. But I did some stuff. You're stalling on purpose. Don't be scared. Okay, yes, let's get in. Pierce Investigations Agency, Boston. Boston. Do I have to read this all before the loading? Let's see how this goes. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War. Would they know it was the First World War at that point? Drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case to lift him from his torpor. A good word. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. Bring us the girl, wipe away the debt. Welcome! Enter badness. Oh, it's not even capitalized. We're off to like a really good start. Okay, good. It doesn't. Well, I hope you're doing well. May the gods pity the man who in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. Hold to skip. This doesn't look too bad. I mean, I know this part's like pre-rendered, but... Oh, game saved? Important. Auto saves. Good to know. WASD... Bit more sensitive than I'm used to. Oh, can we take the lamp? Like, might try and mess with that sensitivity. Yeah, this doesn't look too bad, honestly. I mean, graphics-wise, what is actually happening on screen is pretty bad. To crouch, press Control. Oh, but there is like a hand icon. So I'm playing the Steam version. I have, although, which was on sale, although if you peruse the reviews, it does recommend that the GOG version has more bug fixes. Oh. Presumably we need a key. Counter darkness, you must light up some items in order to interact with them. Oh, okay. We do need the lamp, but there is a fresh one waiting right there. When an object can be picked up, press E. Okay. Hurricane lamp. Superior to the regular lamp. Hurry! I want out of Epic Mickey. It's not what I agreed to play. I will probably remain crouched. Oh, that's like bonking it. Oh, I see. Oh, wait, there. Oh, wait. And I missed that. Right. Okay, now we have the bolt cutter. Now we can do that. Rousing great start. Now, is there... Okay, here we go. Okay, so all the interaction is E.
Fate inescapably draws you on.
We have to make sure our escape route is ready. Only from one side, I see. Oh, an orca! That's different.
What a putrid offering.
Yeah, I wouldn't be happy about this either.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
Run, hold down. Which one's just up then? Shift. Oh, that's shift. Thank you. You can see I'm not used to... I was actually, to save when I was just adjusting the settings earlier, I didn't know that the, like, confirmation... I couldn't figure out what key the confirmation was, because it's doing what I thought was, like, a sort of underscore, but it was actually... spacebar.
Everything has already been written.
wasn't a pre-rendered cutscene.
I hate whiskey.
Soul Diary J. Hold on a moment. The doctor. Yeah, what is this? Hold on. Did I buy the wrong game? No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I thought it was a joke. No. Oh, I was like, I saw these menus. I saw these menus and I was like, wait a moment. No! Well, it was super on sale, so that's not the problem. Refunded sports. No, I bought it at like the last sale. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Oh no. How did I do that? I mean, trick. Yeah, it was because it was so, yeah, so close. So this one is like $2. Dark Corners of Earth is like $1. Well, I can, my goodness. And they wrote, it didn't have a very, had a surprisingly, like, yeah, not very large size. How did I do this? And like they both feature like detectives and such. So add to cart. You at least know what this game is called, just call it Cthulhu. How did I do it? No, I just opened up this menu and was like, I didn't notice. I didn't know. Until I opened this menu and I was like, this is not the right game. Already invested, let's keep going, okay? We will. Okay, Dark Corners of, hold on. Let me change the time. Okay, one sec. First scare of Halloween. Yeah, trick or treat! Okay, let me... Okay, and let me just change... Let's just call it... Let's just change the game as well. No, not Call of Duty. Call of Cthulhu, okay. It's just Call of Cthulhu. Okay. But let me know if this is a better stream title. But Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth has been added to cart. Maybe we'll do Halloween special too, Electric Boogaloo. Great trick. Thank you, I worked really hard on this. No, I was serious when I was like, this looks surprisingly good, but it probably is like remastered. Oh, one sec. Remastered a little bit. I got you good. Let's play a bit of this.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
The husband had never understood his wife had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation has been closed. Well, I do love investigating. Let's have some fun with it.
I used to be an avid reader. Been too long since I've slept in a bed.
Have a drink, don't drink.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Okay, let's actually take a look at, so we have sanity, mental trauma, skills. Let's actually take a look at these in a second. My old lighter that I engraved in the memory of the 77th Infantry Division and the men of the Lost Battalion who fell. Inventory knowledge, case closed. No missions. R submenus. Oh, okay, so that's for this. Eloquence, so we start, guess our base stats. Eloquence, amateur, so yeah, what are we gonna spec into when the time comes? Character points, eloquence represents your ability to influence those you talk to by the power of speech. Improving this skill increases your chance of convincing or manipulating during discussions. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. What? Why is it called that, not like... I don't know, I feel like you... I mean, what's the... like acuity or something? Spot hidden. Strength represents your ability to call on your physical power. Forcing doors or mechanisms or using violence. Perception, yes, that's the word I'm looking for. I remember from the reviews that the skills are basically irrelevant. Oh, that's a good sign. Investigation represents your investigating talents. Improving this skill increases your chance of understanding past events by analyzing crime scene or an object, and of picking locks. Psychology, like that. Knowledge of human behavior. Improving this skill increases your chances of understanding the motivations of a person based on his or her behavior or on the analysis of objects. What I think would be interesting for gamer psychology as a stat is to have it specifically based on the understanding of psychology at the time. Novice, amateur, novice in occultism. Let's see, medicine. Medicine represents your medical knowledge. Improving this skill increases your chances of determining the dosage of a drug, of making a diagnosis, or of expressing your understanding of a medical problem. Medicine and occult skills can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. I saw the medical book. Represents knowledge of the occult sciences. Improving this skill increases your chances of determining the use and origin of occult artifacts and of expressing your knowledge of the myth. Inhabitants' places. Cult. What does drinking influence? And US is voted dry right next to it. I'll look at that in a sec.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you. Let me improve my skill.
A lost battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
Game save. No, turn it back.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Oh, that's the way to do it. So can we... G... Okay, so we can't go below the defaults. 8 character points. We have to put quite a few in. I do think I want investigation. Should we even us out? I would like to avoid combat if possible. So I think putting stuff into eloquence might help that, based on my knowledge of the genre.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Examine the painting, examine the Hawkins file. It totally is concept art, isn't it? Like, examining paintings, that is something I like. Oh, hold it.
Its strange beauty isn't enough to hide the feeling of dread it carries.
I failed a skill check, apparently. Madness. This is like... There's something... If you want to paint madness, it's like... That's an interesting concept. Like, eldritch paintings. But again, it's meant to be like strange and unknowable and scary and something that just you're not able to process. It's like way too clean for that. There's way too much of a... I mean, we're just calling it concept art, but there's... You can... I mean, there's a strange monster there, but you can tell what's going on.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Oh, we can rotate. Oh. Oh, always. I learned this from Ace Attorney. Don't look at the back of everything. Shipping label. Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report. It says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life with their only son, Simon.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Okay, so we can ask him, what does the exclamation point mean specifically? Investigation professional.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Okay, so that doesn't, like, clear it. I read about her mental fragility in the police report.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Where did Sarah Hawkins live?
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
The sender's label mentions
Oh, so those
Warehouse
ones...
36.
That's right. It came.
And you think you're...
That is what you go to doc.
Okay, so these ones get cleared, but like this one doesn't. You're asking the wrong guy.
I'm a private investigator, not an art critic.
I guess you're not as clever as you think, then. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Considering you don't like horror games, like you're at least trying. Well, I think with certain games, I think I can handle if they're funny. As always, like I'm interested in horror design. Like Fatal Frame, I don't think I'd ever want to play. But I think conceptually, like a photography horror game where you have to actually like look at the scary thing is quite interesting. Something's not right with this story.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
I suppose that's all the information I need.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You will be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Audio mixing is a bit all over the place.
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
You think our protagonist, Edward Pierce, is an ancestor of Aiden Pierce and his famous iconic hat?
Natural sciences, linguistics. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows. But today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts. Did anybody play Watch Dogs here?
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Oh, now I can look at it. There we go. Do you play Watch Dogs? No, but I know about Aiden Pierce's iconic hat. A dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners, this first volume lists all the illnesses known in the civilized world. It details the symptoms and suitable treatment. I mean, nobody's spelling it right. It's like watch_dogs. There we go. Medicine progression.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. I used to be an avid reader.
Used to? Okay, better. Yeah, we should clean up before we leave. I guess we should find out what happens. This will affect your destiny. Just wondering if there's like a visual effect. Have we locked ourselves into the bad ending?
I wonder why I still take these things.
Sleeping pills. The doctors prescribed them when I returned from the war. They swore that they would put an end to the nightmares. But for a while now, their effect has been wearing off. The Sarah Hawkins case, except the Sarah Hawkins case, I saw that there were a lot of achievements. I wondered. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family, and the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting on the shipping label and address, a warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be a starting point for Pierce's investigation. Enter madness. Focus Home Interactive. I don't know what else you've done.
Almost there.
I love the default point animation. I mean, when they need a character to do something. Zilla. Sure. Oh, lighthouse. I think I talked about this in On the Thaumaturge. I love docks. There's just so much.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood.
Thank you.
I'm going for a look around the docks.
The objective. Talk to Fitzroy. We haven't looked at the diary. Okay, Bar, Bradley, Fitzroy. Here's skills. Oh, we have 1 point, but I don't know if it's... we could like boost that when we get the other point, just to get that to oh yeah, I didn't quite look at this. Sanity stable, confident in your abilities and your Cartesian mind. You conduct your investigation by sticking to the facts, your convictions and perception of reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable. Nightmares. Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War, where he took part in the Ouzargon offensive. He is one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion, American units that suffered heavy losses from enemy and allied artillery fire. Forced to hold their position for several days, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades without food or medical supplies, the soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares that haunt him. Yeah, we can see these as well. Knowledge. Okay, so these all end up here. Oh, okay, we get little profiles. Charles Hawkins, deceased. Ship owner. Charles Hawkins was a local celebrity on Darkwater. The heir of a ship owner family, he used to travel a lot. He met Sarah Hawkins during a trip in Paris. They fell in love, got married, and Hawkins took her to the remote island of Darkwater. They had a child named Simon and lived a very secretive life. Sarah Hawkins, painter known for her tortured artistic universe. She was worshipped for the strangeness of her work and the rarity of her public appearances. I seem to remember that she once said, "I paint when my dreams whisper to me." Her marriage to Charles Hawkins years ago surprised high society columnists. A wealthy Boston heiress known for her party-going chooses to follow her new husband and live as a recluse on the island of Darkwater? I guess exclamation point. She disappeared from the front pages of newspapers, and nobody heard any more about her. Even her death in a fire remained a secret. Only her father, Stephen Webster, continues to seek the truth. Schoolboy. The only son of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, he died in a fire that claimed his whole family. A wealthy businessman, well respected in the Boston area, came to see me in order. He was ready to do anything to prove that his daughter was not mad. But a cult here, so it's the art. Intuitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced imposter for others, Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. The mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images with violent colors and wild strokes to the world. If her paintings were a testimony to her vision of the world, then the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to other dimensions. Extract from the notebook of Edward Pierce, private detective. Like, it's not a bad image, not bad artwork in any sense, although it does seem like concept art. But it's just when you describe it like that, particularly when you know it's meant to represent the Eldritch, it's like I mean, it's talking about like wild strokes, and there's a bit of like splatters here, I guess. Like, it doesn't even, I mean, to me, maybe if it was like a higher quality image, you could tell a bit better, but it just looks more like a digital painting than an actual painting. I mean, of course, the other thing is, if it's meant to be Eldritch, you can't, how does one represent that? It's sort of like a noble madness. Yeah, I like these sort of brush strokes on the menus in general. At the entrance of the port of Darkwater, one passes in front of the shell of the Scylla, the last whaling ship that brought back a catch. Sailors wander the docks looking for some small job for the day. A gang of bootleggers has set itself up there and is gnawing away at the territory of Captain Fitzroy, the last sailor to own a boat capable of making round trip between the island and mainland. Here, the golden age of whale hunting is but a distant memory. It would seem that the world has forgotten the very existence of this isolated rock off the coast of Boston. It is a small, inhospitable island whose coastline is made up of steep cliffs and sharp reefs, and with only one outlet to the sea. It is mainly inhabited by the descendants of whalers who set up a supply post there in the 1800s. It was hit severely by the collapse of this activity. I think that the only venture on this island that is still profitable is its medical institute. Okay. And which is the part that, like, oh, is it just, okay, it's probably like that because I have a point to spend. I just want to admire the docks for a minute because, as I was saying, I really like a dock. And there's just so much, like, interest and texture. Like, oh, and you look at that. You can see the lighthouse, like, spinning. I mean, look at this. They always have this, like, very organic, just, like, built out of necessity aspect coming out. I really loved that there were multiple in the thaumaturge, really. See the difference. It's very good at this whole sort of, like, color palette thing going on over there. But let's...
Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
Okay, what's happening here, gentlemen?
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Maybe... Is mutually... Okay, here's the question. Do we have mutually exclusive dialogue options? Or not? Oh, there's a little crab. Crabby?
Don't treat me like another one of these locals. You're completely overwhelmed, and you could do with reinforcements.
What are you thinking? That you can call the National Guard to an island like Darkwater? For a stranded fish? Gosh darn, Mr. Not Like Another One of these locals. Go give your valuable advice somewhere else, huh? Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
Can I ask?
You can't
Okay,
understand.
no, okay, good to know.
Oh yeah. It's a sign.
That's something, and how about you?
Something real bad. Don't put
Hey,
that beast
no.
back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Oh, medicine.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. Don't put that beast back in
Okay.
the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
So that's... We can't get through there. Let's... Oh... There's a lamp. If we can take that, that's probably worth having. No. It's glowing. I've been raised on video games. I know that means interactable. Oh, prohibition.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
I can't actually read that, it seems.
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Hold to test eloquence, hold to test strength. Okay, let's test our
You
eloquence.
saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess.
You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure rises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
I would order a drink, find out. Oh, all 3 Ds of noir, detectives, drinks, and dames. I mean, I assume that was like a failed check, but I would prefer some sort of like visual cue. I don't know why I'm commenting on like, when did this game come out? Like, was it 2012 that I saw? Some sort of, because there was like, I wouldn't have known I like failed the painting check had I not gotten the achievement. Let's learn. Okay, so there's more. Find out about Sarah Hawkins.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
2018. Oh, we can use our psychology. Talk. You'll feel better for it.
You don't dare say a thing because you respect their memory. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot on your mind.
You're not a PI for nothing. Okay. I don't know what it's worth, though. But Mrs. Hawkins, she went to see her doctor very often.
She was sick.
I shouldn't have mentioned it to you. Forget it.
I feel like maybe we
I've got
don't.
what I need.
Anything else?
Why the stranded whale?
The stranded whale. I guess
Oh,
this
I
bar
can
has
move the
been here
camera a
long
little
time.
bit.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36.
You know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
No prohibition around here?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway.
Gee.
Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
Before we go, I want to speak up, everyone. I want to hear more of these shanties. Can't see.
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
Oh, here we go.
My God.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
The 21st of May, 1847, the Scylla returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope. The crew of the Scylla, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. Of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales, The cetacean that is already being called the miraculous catch covered the whole decks and parts of it were hanging off the side of the ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks is putting up his warehouse for rent from June for fishing, workshop, or storage activities. You can contact him via your favorite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special evening at the Stranded Whale. To celebrate the return of our brave whalers, all the staff of the Stranded Whale invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or with your friends to taste the miraculous catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil. Don't hesitate. I wonder... Yep, clue. Wonder what they caught.
She will do it again, you know.
Do you like our song?
Yeah.
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What is this song?
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
There's something about voice acting when some people sound normal and others just sound like cartoon characters. I love it.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you
Leave.
farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Okay, let's just take a look around. One last peek. Hello.
What you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
Okay. The subtitles were different than the line there. Okay, when we advance our social link, I will come back. Or I have an important piece of evidence to show you.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
Is that I'm trying to see? I can't quite read. Always free for the lady? Miss Baker, maybe. Yeah, those people are probably blocking stuff off. Let's check this place out.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
The nice boat. Ooh. Plenty to investigate. Oh. Our medicine will improve. The second volume. How convenient. Medicine progression. How do we get our occult progression? So, I want to see what... We're gonna have to see, like, runes or occult books. The Necronomicon. That just hanging around somewhere.
What a macabre souvenir.
Egg leg. But
This
whose?
man and Fitzroy could be twins.
In this photograph, a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of a ship. He has a wooden leg. Could be twins. Well, twins! Twins, always a useful thing to have in a mystery. Make things confusing. Although... guess that's the peg leg. Excuse me while I continue looking for clues before I talk to you in case there's a dialogue option. There's a bell.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
The terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. Threatening letter. Door. I guess that's the other door. Hold on. Yeah.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Thank you.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Are you... okay. Hi, Fahrenheit. Welcome. Happy Halloween. Oh, do I have to be on this side?
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information hidden? Okay, check the back. No ink bleed. Teleported! Oh, wait, there he is. Okay. Following? What? Oh. They're gonna do like a creepy Watson or something.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Ask him, talk about... Unlock okay, here we go. That's good to know that we can unlock. The documents are unreadable.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I thought that fishing stopped in 1847.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
Warehouse 36.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
It's big.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Who do you want to lie? It belonged to the Hawkins family. Do we get anything for, like, trying to do a check? You underestimate me.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
I want to ask where is it again when it's like the biggest thing in this environment. Who is Cat? Okay. This photograph looks strangely like you.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I saw the killer whale on the wharf.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
What would have killed it?
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
Why are they putting it back into the sea?
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
Return. How many crashes have happened? Well... none. None. I might have had a laughing fit. Because this is not Dark Corners of the Earth. Apparently this is a stable game. What is this miraculous catch?
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Who is Cat?
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Return.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Yes, the game didn't cooperate. Oh no, nothing like that. I just bought the wrong game. Okay, we have 2, so let's... Yeah. Now we have 3 out of 5 spot hidden. Places, what I wanted to see... Okay, so we have the miraculous catch. It's strange how the memory seems so alive, as if it was maintained by the survivors. I think I think I know where this. I have an idea of where that's going. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand.
The Halloween stream, clearly. This was I have played a great trick. A wonderful trick. I surprised everybody and caused much mirth with my jest. Let's take a look at this statue with the... like... runes? Oh, okay. Oh, occultism.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Okay, finally an occult point. But... the universally bended so you didn't have to play a scary game on Halloween. I don't know, this is pretty scary. I mean, there's that little splash in the water that made me jump a little bit. Hello.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I'd never have done such a thing.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
Who are these guys that are keeping guard?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Wait, what? I don't. Let's ask about Cat, but what even is the combat here?
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
Let's find out about the island. About St. Brendan.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
And couldn't you... I mean, I don't know about, like, how all this works, but...
We'll see you later.
Couldn't they, like, transition to just, like, fishing? Do those... Before we go to the White House, let's see who's up here. You there.
Where do you think you're going?
What are the police doing here?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
Others are interested in the warehouse?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
We're on the same team.
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget it.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Okay. Okay, you're not talkable. Yeah, the hardest part about starting to play a game like this is figuring out how much player choice you actually have and how much your actions actually have consequences. I know, I do find it kind of fun, in a way. Oh, there's something in there. Maybe we can see that from the outside.
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Well, we don't have a clear conscience.
Do we need... Oh, can I actually...
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
I wonder who Cat is when we've met exactly one woman so far. Hello.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Eloquence. This passage leads to the Hawkins warehouse.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Who does this belong to? Or, yeah, is it you who defaced the statue?
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
I mean, it was nice that at the beginning of the game, it did say that this will affect your destiny, but how much? I remember at the beginning of the thaumaturge, there was like options you could unlock, and I spent some time trying to get those unlocked, and I was like, is this something you can make happen early to mid-game, or how deep do you have to go in to actually get this going? I wanted my consequences to have action. Actions to have consequences.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
You work for Cat?
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile of the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Let's... Sure, actions and consequences. Content. Yap sent me.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
Why did you
I can't get
swim?
rid of those two. I'll have to look for another way.
I would love it if it was just a cat as well. That would be a good twist.
Stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway. That's no way to treat them.
Okay, well that's cleared out. I guess we could see if there's a way behind. I mean, it would be a good test of player agency here to see how many options there are to just actually get into the warehouse. Because as we can see, main objective, get into the warehouse. Break in. Can we solve a puzzle? Find hidden items. The spot hidden skill allows you to detect hidden items in close range. Once all these items are found. I didn't get to finish reading that. Do we get like... There's a ladder. Let's just look around. That does look like it could be a puzzle. I feel like every kind of investigation game should have the LA Noire detective music that like tells you when you've found everything. Oh. Lever. This lever activates a mechanism.
A handle. It must come from these old winches. It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Okay. May I? Thank you.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Mount the handle. How can I... Can I, like... How do I... Do I need another? Do I need something else? Actually interact? Also question, drop distant. Okay, nope, invisible walls. Okay, let's... I need like... Oh, there we go. This part enables heavy loads to be lifted and held off without risk. Okay.
A ratchet device. Exactly
There we go.
what I need.
Now let me just keep... Oh, here we go.
A whale vertebra.
Oh.
If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
It is big. Have I played LA Noire? I played, like... most of it when I was younger with my sister, actually. Okay, here we go. Need... Okay, still probably wants, like a gear or something in the middle. And And then sometimes I go back and... Well, later, the way I sort of went back to it was the Super Best Friends playthrough. Come on, I'm a gamer. I game. You know, I read subtle facial expressions. Only when they are exceedingly obvious when they want to be. What am I looking for here? Or is my... I have not played Earthbound. I have played Mother 3 though. I know some people don't like it in detective games, but I do... Times like this, I don't hate detective vision. Wouldn't mind having some detective vision. What am I looking for? Assumed it'd all be in here, but... Excuse me? Yeah, just the tab highlight was very nice in Disco Elysium. I imagine with like a more sort of like hand-painted game like Disco Elysium, it was pretty necessary. Stuff would really like merge with the environments if you didn't have that. Maybe is my vision not high enough? Is that what's going on here? I have to look outside. Does the thingy come back? Okay. Something... Need my spot hidden. I need to go get skill points. Oh yeah, and Disc also had items you couldn't see unless your perception was high enough. Have you ever wanted to be a detective in real life? I'm trying to think. I don't remember it ever actually... Like, I was always fascinated by it as a career, you know? But it was never something I, like, seriously pursued. You want the increased brightness G-code? Could be an option. Well, like, you should still get, like, an interactable or something. Like, I was wondering if the... Get up there. What do you want to be when I grow up? I'm still figuring that out. You steal a wheel off the tire. A lot of dark corners. I was playing, that reminds me. When I was playing Silksong again... Wait, I saw text. Okay, that's from that. I guess we might go talk to Kat. I was sitting in a... Do you two have anything to say? Okay, you do. I was playing an extremely dark area. If there is an area that is darker than this, I would be surprised. But a very dark area. But it's in a waiting room, so the lights are really bright. And I'd say that might have been one of the hardest sections in me for Silksong. I didn't want to turn my brightness all the way up because I didn't want to run out of battery. Because of course I was playing on the Steam Deck. Couldn't see anything.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean, they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
Give you... Cat, my perception's not high enough, I think.
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. It's just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message.
Thanks for saying this all in my vicinity.
I told you to beat it. I told you to beat
okay.
it.
Okay. Locked. Hello, Halligan. Welcome. Welcome. I was mentioning something about Silksong, although I do try and gonna keep all that, really talking about it, quarantined to a different stream, because I don't want to really bring in spoilers in an unrelated stream.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you go die.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to...
What are you, guardless?
Okay.
I bid you
I like that.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Let's just double check. If that is really the only way, I will laugh. Again, what would our Druid detective? That is a good question. He'd be in there already. He would figure this out. I mean, he loves the occult. He would have solved it already.
Well, look who...
Did you myth?
Get rid of the two guards?
I have an offer that could interest you.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your business. What's in it for us?
What would convince you to help me?
There's only one thing that'll get us to move.
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll take care of the bootleggers.
I don't have any on me.
Liquor?
Exactly.
I'll try to find some for you.
Okay, well, that's an option.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
And is there anything else going on here? Oh, you have one.
Damn stupid idiot.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't
Oh,
understand.
okay.
You're not sailors. Oh yeah. It's a sign. He's gonna get us in
stuck.
trouble. Something real bad.
Okay.
Don't put that beast back in
We can go back there. I want to give one more look. I just want to know if this is my stats aren't high enough. My spot hidden isn't high enough, or anything? Oh.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
Oh, you're not scared of their boss?
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
What are bootleggers doing around here?
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
I shall take my leave.
Okay, there's options. There's definitely options, but I wonder what I'm missing. Yeah, there's that question mark, but is it really just like a stats not in my miss? Like, I was wondering if this was like, is this like a hot or cold type of thing? Because I did put a point in. If you need it, then you'd really have to spec all in if you were higher than mine is. Wondering if like the little symbol was you're getting warmer, you're getting colder. But, I mean, watching it particularly now, it doesn't seem to be going at like an even pace. Click on every pixel. You can't even really click. Everything else just sort of jumped out. Well, I don't think like chat's figured out the answer, so that makes me feel better. It's not totally obvious what... Okay. Let's go check on the captain, see what he has to say, and then we'll talk to the bartender.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
I want to believe, because we like go to stand like this, we're both like have our arms crossed and leaning against the wall. The bootleggers have blocked access to the warehouses.
Apparently the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
Sewer level?
You're back
Can you tell me
again.
more?
What can I do for you?
Can you tell me where the warehouse is again?
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
Understood. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
That's very gamey. I am just going to check to see if that unlocks something. It's like if there was an interactable, it would give me the... I think because the other one I like pushed something out of the way to do it, but it did show up. Up here. Leave. Guess I haven't tried crouching everywhere. Oh. The little dog sneezed beside me. Oh dear. I do love like sort of mystery adventure games, but okay, yeah, let's look low to the floor. I don't like putting people through this. Classic detective technique 2 game facts. I mean, the question, is there a cool like text version of the title at the top? I remember like printing out parts of guides to like take on the plane if I was going on a trip when I was younger. Oh. Oh, do I need a lamp to... Oh my gosh. Thank you.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
There we go. I didn't even know we had a... Oh yeah, we do have the lighter in the inventory. Okay, so we could do that. Mount cogwheel. Turn the handle. Oh, hold to test strength.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle.
How's my strength? Oh!
Damn, I broke it.
After all that... Ah, rip. That's
well,
what...
well.
Oh.
A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
As I've learned from years of Telltale games, silence is a valid option. Let's see if that holds true for this game.
Has the cat got your tongue?
You've come for a fight. What I've got to say won't change a thing.
You're a quick learner. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Oh, timing.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not. Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Started out okay.
Oh, I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
What I was about to say is, if I was thrown into a fight, I mean, I just don't know if there's actual combat or if it's just like fight as a dialogue options. Hi, little crabs. Oh, hi, little crab. I wasn't really looking for it. If you lose a strength check and then are thrown into a fight, I don't think that's the best idea.
These
shysters, you're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Okay. She's still here. Hi.
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. Something that I respect. So understand by that. If I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
What could go wrong telling the truth?
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly. But it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
You must know Darkwater well.
I've got a few questions about the island.
I'm not here to give you information. Mitchell will tell you what he wants to tell you.
Not you were the biggest
Is
danger.
that more dangerous than having a drink with you?
I'm not kidding. The old families, they were here long before us. And they'll be here long after we are gone.
Old families.
The old families.
The descendants of the first whalers. These people truly worship their ancestors.
I need help to get into the warehouse.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Would have taken that risk?
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of. And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
What? Seems like our actions will have consequences, but will they? But will they? I mean, we could still try and do the alcohol thing, but I don't think she'd be very happy about it anyway. Sure.
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit. And nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
I mean, yeah, the question is, if she says the line, we all have the choice, and it doesn't end up mattering. That is the question. Oh, it's always a good time when your
He's with me.
default walk is faster than the NPCs. Broken ladder?
Be a gentleman and move that for me.
But I failed the strength check.
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
I thought you were gonna watch me. Could be worse. Red Dead Redemption has an option to match NPC speed and the dialogue still gets cut off. Oh no.
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Enter reconstruction scene. What? Ow. Oh, okay. Here's the detective gameplay.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this?
Visual calculus.
It smells as bad as it looks. Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
A broken mirror? On bandages.
What happened here?
I didn't ask for this. Lime?
Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it.
We see the... Okay. Romantic photo?
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Believe a reconstruction. Okay. Hawkins' warehouse consult diary. Can we... Okay, so can't like take that as a clue, but let's look around it. And also... Actually... Have you gotten like pop-ups for when we get these? Because I don't know if we have. Okay, Hawkins warehouse. We get like a symbol for it. Officially unused since Charles Hawkins' death, this warehouse recently housed a clandestine resident. Signs of life attest to the fact. The presence of blood-stained bandages must also be noted, probably removed from a wound, as well as pills, painkillers, and sleeping pills. Moreover, the occupant seems to be obsessed with Sarah Hawkins, as attested by the presence of several documents connected to the artist's life, photograph, press cutting. There's the discovery of a partly charred painting, recognized by Officer Bradley as having come from the Hawkins mansion, that allows all doubts to be lifted as to the link between the contents of this building and the Hawkins case. Is cult just, and that's now there's like slightly more ominous music. The petite parisien. Oh, okay. One sec, I'm just gonna go give my stray dog her food. I'll be right back. Okie dokie. I always like... It's sort of just a question about detective games when you have this sort of like reconstruction, connect the clues. How much should you or do you let the player participate in those connections? Because like the Thaumaturge had a lot of this sort of connection thing, and one thing I sort of wished at the time was Could I have done some of this myself?
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case.
Why is there scare
Is
cords?
there anyone in there? You! Don't move! The Hawkins case has been wound up. Let the dead rest in peace.
Threaten. Let's team up. But I could also think... I feel like the play... I mean... I guess I was gonna say, like, why if the player doesn't want to make those connections? Although, if the game has, like, investigation on the box... Why would they not want to do it? In that game, I thought... It could be just, like, extra busy work, but there's times I'd like to be able to, like, make the conclusions myself rather than pick up all the clues in the game. Does it for me. Hold to test psychology.
It's clear that you knew the victims. I'm sorry to dig up bad memories.
I can still see the poor child lying burned on the floor of their drawing room. We had to tear him off. The marks must still be there. They're in my mind anyway.
It's horrendous. I'm going to need your experience to bring him justice, Officer Bradley. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way.
Oh, it's your car.
Would you please shut the door?
Oh, this is walking for me.
This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
I feel like if you're gonna use scare cords, you need... Oh, get driven to the Hawkins mansion. You need, like, the thing that punctuates it to actually be scary. Or like a reveal. Love Deadly Premonition. Me too. The scare was the long implied footpath. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place, thought to be abandoned. Oh, Chapter 3. Revealed some surprises. Signs of recent occupation, as well as a partly charred painting. Interrupted in his searching by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion. Enter madness.
Well, here we are. Hawkins mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
That's Silas? Spot hidden. Flash professional. I thought the mansion was burnt in a fire.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
You have other questions. Not the first to talk about Winchester.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Oh, I'm not done. Hi, old man. Thank you. This place is falling into ruin.
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around, it would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Anything I should be wary of?
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
You know this place very well.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Let's not waste any time.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why
Sure.
not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Night falls quickly here. That sounded way cooler. Let's not waste any more time. Tell me you're an apocalypse sleuth. That could... maybe... I mean, there's a sanity meter. Maybe... I don't think it's been... much as happened to it. Can I... where was that? Sanity. Stable. Oh, we haven't even unlocked any more of these. Perhaps we can get there. Perhaps that is doable.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined.
1693?
But the architecture seems too recent.
Can't read the texture. 1693, I think.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
These are broken.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Get to finish investigating.
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
I've seen enough.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial.
Poor kid.
A deranged individual would defile this sanctuary.
Poor
Stealing
kid.
and painting. I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
Poor kid. Poor kid.
Actually, press E to poor kid. Can we investigate green vegetables? That one does get me. I remember when my younger sister, did like a replied F, or like used F. I don't even remember what it was about. Oh. Small wooden whale, cute! Figurine of a whale carved from wood. It's the sort of toy that sailors made for their children. It only really lets you rotate like left and right. I can't check the bottom of this one. New clue. And she didn't actually know what it meant or like what it was from. I was always interested when like something like that sort of. It's so, and it's like it's from Call of Duty. It's just like, what?
Recently fallen. It's as if all life has abandoned the place.
Oh, and it's like, really, it's one that transcended, but also like, I feel like without the context, it doesn't even quite have the meaning. Okay, I guess I'm heading up alone first, because it was optional for me to bring you with me, so I guess this is a way of leaving you there. I don't even know. Can we get in there? Let's take a peek. Doesn't really look like it.
I'll have to find another
Yeah.
entrance. This entrance is still in use.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Whoa!
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester, lower that axe. And let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Do not defile this place. Do I have psychology?
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
I was gonna say, I'm a little surprised we don't. This just does feel like the character that would carry like a little pistol or something, or revolver. Sarah Hawkins is important to you. Unlocked. I'm going to take that as the fact that we have unlocked it means it is a good answer. Also, the thing I've been sort of watching with the models is you can see that they have like predefined expressions. So I was sort of amused earlier when the police officer just like changed to the sad expression.
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins
Yeah, look at that.
was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
The achievement was just called The Terrible Old Man.
What now?
Pierce, shall we enter?
Okay,
Now that you finish your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
I mean, you could be like our L.A. Noire companion. Enter.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Hawkins Mansion. Pierce and Officer Bradley explore the gardens of the Hawkins Mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property guarded by Silas Winchester. The old caretaker, still faithful to his employers, keep watch on the place armed with his axe. Pierce and Bradley managed to calm him down. He didn't do anything. Finally, get a hold of the key to the Hawkins Mansion. They enter the building looking for the scene of the fire.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
Oh, I did say I gained points there. Okay, I don't think I've noticed. Turn lights on. Can I have my light?
The Last Supper
There we
of the
go.
Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Oh, reconstruction time. How much longer do you think you'll stream? At least to the hour. But let's see if there's like a good ending point. Maybe the end of the chapter. We'll see how long that takes. Oh, medicine?
This roast. What strange creature has flesh like this?
Oh, yeah, it is a sort of squid thing?
This place is for the head of the family. Charles Hawkins.
Oh. Thing got smashed.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
He didn't want to eat the scary fish monster.
Sarah Hawkins didn't eat. Was it because of the meat or something else?
Also, like, is this even...
Something happened at this table. An argument?
Is this even, like, seasoned? Or anything? Any, like, sauce to go with it?
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Last Supper.
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
There's lightning. Well, there's a rat that came here and ate it. Okay, wait, if you're gonna tell me clues, let me, I was still looking.
Let's see if I can find something
Oh,
the
okay.
cops missed.
I just want to look around over. Pelican would eat it in a heartbeat. I would just eat it right there. That would probably solve... Oh, Moby Dick. How appropriate. I was gonna say, we'd probably get some answers right here if we just ate it. Okay, that's a bit more sort of the abstract I was looking for with the other paintings. That's also what I'm quite interested in seeing, if we can see some more of the paintings. Oh.
Charles and Sarah's wedding, as painted by Sarah herself.
Okay, that one actually looks more like
Charles and Sarah's wedding, as painted by Sarah herself.
This one actually looks like it was meant to like replicate oil paints.
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
Poses like an explorer in front of exotic ruins. It is common knowledge that he wasted away his fortune on expensive trips. What was he looking for? Wait, what? What was wrong?
Too much rubble.
Oh.
I'll find an easier way.
What did that? Let's see the books. That's another one, but I can't. Under the Seas. Okay, reconstruction mode again.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? They had a fight. Why?
There's a green one. Skill check.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Yeah, what's going on here? Oh, okay, son, you missed. Oh yeah, this clock, if it stopped, always important clue. You missed, the greatest... Oh yeah, that's what the... Okay, so it is a green clue. Sorry, we have, like, the green thing in the corner. The greatest trick I've ever played.
Did it stop at the time of the fire?
Okay. Now I'll have to find, like... Yeah.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
I'm sorry about the light. Okay, what else? Oh, okay.
Did someone escape the fire? Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
Oh.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
Fire wasn't just an accident.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
The couple had a fight?
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Yes?
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
What are we being sure? Oh, history of medicine. This collection of medical knowledge and health practices in the 18th century actually only covers the so-called civilized countries. It does not deal with the influence of holistic medicines or medicines from Well, there is some awareness of our protagonist. Just make sure again we're not missing.
This door is locked.
Do we know why the lamps are glowing green?
These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person. The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty.
Can you give us a rendition, Pierce? I don't know where you went. Upstairs could be interesting.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
I love the choice of books here. Oh, 20,000 Leagues Under the Seas. Okay, I was wondering. Kind of about it's all the notes you can pick, but oh, was that? Hey, paintings. That look a bit more like paintings this time. Oh, can we actually look at this Moby Dick? Oh!
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
Surely it can't be more on the nose. Bioshock Infinite, dare I ask?
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
There's something... Is that in the mouth of madness? I wish I could read these. Okay, the world... Can't quite read these ones. Is that Rip Van Winkle and the Legend of Sleepy Hollow?
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
Ooh, the human body, a comparative analysis. Medicine, let's see, how is our medicine doing? Oh, it's still 1 out of 5. Okay, we almost got beyond novice. We do. Okay, how many points do we have? 5. Investigation. Okay, so we don't quite have enough. Okay, we'll wait because we don't really even have enough to raise anything. No, that's just the light shining. Before we talk to you, let's, excuse me, see if we can find anything else up here.
Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692 by 2 families that seceded from the New England colonies. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century.
Little, okay.
There's something disturbing about this painting. There's something disturbing about this painting.
Can't even quite tell, but maybe what's going on, but maybe that's the point.
"20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep."
Not even worth seeing if we can open, it seems. Yeah, we were... Okay, good. We do have to look upstairs.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Dear sir, as you know, I've always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she again terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems to be able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to recur, believe me, although it would feel like torture, I would be obliged to involve the police. Respectfully yours, Anton Wellard. Well, no, how do we trigger bringing out the lighter again? I did. When I was testing the game, I did. Hello. Thank you.
Locked.
It did make me do the thing where you like. Okay, let's see if we can manage the hidden stuff this time. I don't know what you call it, where you... That one's open. Oh, this is like kids' room. What do you call it? Where you have the symbol and you have to do it. You have to like change the brightness so you can so stuff is barely visible. You tested the game and I didn't notice. Well, I didn't like start the game. Nemo.
The boys' room.
Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Oh, we do that. Monsters. And I think from watching other streamers, I've learned to like make that even brighter. I always set it to be slightly brighter, yeah. Also, because you never know what things look like for chat. But it's still pretty dark. There's the monsters. Can't fight hell, but maybe when we're out of reconstruction.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
Okay, oh, now we can look.
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Not under the covers. One thing, this deadly premonition remains superior at...
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family? What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Okay, so we have the green symbol here. Let's see if we can... So it's just around here. Oh. Key opens the door to Sarah Hawkins' office was concealed.
What will her room reveal about her?
We still have the green symbol. Close that for a second in case it's stuff's hiding. I'm super like worried about missing.
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
Blue. Like, just lighting effects that like stuff has this green glow. Forget which door I came in. I think it was this one. Oh, here we go. Wait, I'm lockpicking?
Perfect.
Okay. That is a ritual. That is a spooky ritual.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
These we have lots of Boston client, JF, FS, FS, lots of to FS, Dr. F, AD, FS, lots for FS.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why.
There's paint, sketches, melting statues.
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
My very dear Sarah, ever since you left to bury yourself away on that lost island, your art has been attracting an increasing number of collectors. I beg you to send me some new paintings. The last ones, so somber and strange, moving as no other paintings have been, are selling at a premium price. Your percentages of these most recent sales is attached. Do not forget your friend, who was the first to recognize your genius and display it to the world. Affectionately yours, Maximilian. Are we gonna say anything about... Okay, here we go. Cultism.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
Ceremonial circle. What does the diary say? If the creature is not yet anchored in our dimension, an expulsion ritual might work, as long as the person performing it makes sure that he integrates the elder sign among the glyphs that make up the ceremonial circle. Be careful though, because the works that describe the creation of such circles are not all of proven reliability. Extract taken from the Malleus Mysterium. Not the... what's it called? Malleus Maleficarum. There's like claw marks. Can we say anything about that?
Bradley? Is that you?
Oh. Lots of claw marks going up here.
Is anyone there?
There's a lit lantern.
Stop!
What's the symbol? Catch the thief. Oh, parkour!
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
Catch thief. What's that symbol? I wouldn't have... I mean, we jumped down now. Unfortunately, can't get back up there. Because I would like to have looked in there more properly. Go back around. Feels like kind of an important room. The painting room. What can we find? Where was that looked like a painting of us. Was that one taken or? I guess there was nothing of importance in here after all. Oh wait, you know how... Oh, the symbol, I'm covering it up. You know, I bet that's lamp oil. Hold on. I didn't realize I was covering it here just to show. Move quite that far, I don't think. I was trying to figure out what this little symbol in the corner was that it appeared, but I bet that's lamp oil. Now, because it does look, because it was going down, now it looks like a little flame. Okay, where are we looking?
I'll cover you.
Thank you. You may switch from one light source to another with... Okay, yeah, that's probably a better idea till we really need it.
This door was closed earlier. Where did he go?
Must have got out some way.
No, he was here. I'm sure.
Alright,
Let's
okay.
search this room.
It's nice that he believes us.
As if the bookcase has been moved several times. This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism.
Puzzle solving. Oh, okay. We'll probably have to find...
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Seems like this came from a log.
Okay, so... we have coordinates. Sail north. We'll beat the Orpheus. Where in the whales disappeared without trace? Dropped an anchor. Huge whale. I'm at Hamilton are only memories. I will need to have to write down those, but let's take a look here.
It looks like an old seaway map.
I'll check the back. Okay.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Oh, well, okay, yeah, definitely. Refills can be found in the levels. Okay, and it looks like that's sort of like an infinite.
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins. It looks like a freehand map of Darkwater. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
At some point, there'll be something on the back. At some point.
The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor.
Yeah, and there's some... I mean, obviously it's important, but there's some relevance about, like, the shape.
This panel is movable. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism.
Can we... I was gonna say, can we force it? They're mediocre.
Damnation. I can't budge these gears. I need a tool.
Do
I'd
nothing.
be better off not touching them for the moment.
Okay, is there anything... We just, like...
There must be a link with the seaway map.
Water... This one's highlighted. 33... 53. 33 north, 53 west.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
A bit off from Dark Water. It's here. It's where they caught the whale. That's what I'm getting from this. Dark Water's like here. And then for this thing, do we actually get to... Oh, hold on.
They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips.
Just double check. Then do we put in locations, or can we put in like actual... Oh, it looks like we can sort of put in coordinates.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Yeah, so it looks like we can only put things in like an order, or...
There must be a link with the
33
Seaway
north,
map.
53 west. That was, unless we have to like put them all in a certain order, but that's just my...
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Unless we want, because it has just like one to validate. We haven't. Do you have anything new
Have
to
you
say?
seen the old maritime maps on Charles Hawkins' desk?
Strange. No ship has left Darkwater's shore for years. Maybe he kept them for sentimental reasons.
Charles Hawkins was a sort of traveler, right?
More like an adventurer, I guess. He left for months, exploring remote places and abandoned temples.
And these aren't...
There must be a link with the Seaway map.
I mean, they're just all like coordinates. Longitude, latitude. It's kind of hard to see the numbers on here. Earth. So here are the sort of like in between them. Hard to see the game period. But wanted like in between. There we go.
Looks like it worked.
A brilliant mind. Thank you.
Well done, Pierce.
Check out this secret passage. Spooky. Okay, chapter 4, Tunnels Under the Hawkins Mansions. The achievement was just Secret Cave. Inside the Hawkins Mansion, the scene of the fire revealed its secrets. Pierce and Officer Bradley, now on the trail of a survivor, had undertaken to search the place looking for proof. When a hooded man leaped into Sarah Hawkins' workshop to steal a painting, detective and police officers set after him. By following him to the office of Charles Hawkins, they discovered a secret passage. Pierce and Bradley enter the tunnel under the mansion. Enter madness.
Secret passage. Under the manor. It's like a detective novel. That guy must have already gotten far.
Yeah. And he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. We must find him.
What is this place? It's more than just a tunnel.
Okay, we're gonna...
Someone's been here recently.
Let's just take a peek and then let's just look at this place. Oh, let's do a reconstruction, see what's going on here, and then we'll finish up.
Did Charles Hawkins use this place? Who were the others?
How'd you know they were like wearing robes? Oh, occultism?
What is this mask supposed to represent?
I don't know, but it looks cool.
Did Charles Hawkins hide something in this chest?
Can I actually look? Anything to say here? Drinks? No. Oh.
This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress. Was Sarah Hawkins here?
Ooh, okay, can I...
This padlock is too complicated for me.
Can I play... Can't I at least try the lockpicking mini game? I don't mind it in Fallout. Nice change of pace. Even see it. Okay. Just have a sip. I hope everybody enjoyed my Halloween trick. I would like to actually play Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth. I don't know, maybe this weekend, we'll see. But I don't think this game is excuse me, nearly as famous. I really don't even know much about it. But I hope, but maybe we could... I mean, the setup's fine. It wasn't... I haven't found it, like, super amazingly compelling, but there's, like... Hold on, where is it? Jay? I like this UI. I do think it's kind of interesting that, like, for these, it's built up by actually finding the things. Fortunately, I would like to see what's going on with this, like, sanity menu. Yeah. Oh, it's the antechamber. Oh, we found it. Found the antechamber. Oh, the new Alone in the Dark game is good. I actually watched a playthrough of that one. I watched Super Great Friend play all of the Alone in the Dark games. For better or for worse. I can't remember if it was like last year or the year before, but it ended up like on the YouTube Rewind, Alone in the Dark ended up being like one of my most watched games to my surprise. But yeah, I can't quite tell like what actions have consequences. I think Super Great Friend did both playthroughs. But was it Alone in the Dark that had like the 2006 version that was certainly a game of all time. Did I finish the Thaumaturge? Yes, I did. I mean, you can't really go wrong with a concept as like investigator going to investigate something spooky. I don't have like a great knowledge of like the pure Cthulhu games, or in general. I haven't read any Lovecraft. I'm never playing Five Nights at Freddy's. It is too scary for me. And I say that extremely unironically. I think the animatronics are really scary looking. And to witness Five Nights at Freddy's become like something that kids like. Like I've seen kids walk around with like Five Nights at Freddy's, and I know it's like has sort of become a more like horror but accessible to like younger kids. Even so, I find they look really scary to me in a game that's like purely about like paranoia and jump scares. No. I like the theme. Is it real or is the MC hallucinating? I think the implication that the painting was us, and like having the person we're investigating being an artist is personally like compelling, because I really like the idea of like art is like this fragment of what's going on. Art as this like, because I mean with this whole like theme of madness, we're getting a little bit a fragment of it sort of captured in artwork, and then the whole impossibility of like that sort of leaking out everywhere. Of course you get, which just leads to the question, how do you even capture any of that visually? Because when it is like a painting. Hi doggo. Okay, I'm just finishing up, but you hey, bye with me. Here she is. She's on my lap now. I'm a pretty doggy. Yeah, the whole question of what can you see, what don't you see? All important questions for studio audience cheers. All important questions for horror. How do we do that? I think that the first painting seeming like a piece of concept art did not help, particularly when you have the characters talking about like the sort of uncanniness of it. But I like that the later stuff at least looked a bit more like a painting. I mean, there is effort being put in here. I've not enough like knowledge of the genre to see. Which is why I particularly do want extra try out Dark Corners of the Earth. Just for like a frame of comparison. But I don't know if there is like one definitive, like, not even necessarily something that's branded specifically as Cthulhu, but something that like draws upon those themes. Resident Evil 4? Could I? The funny thing I have about Resident Evil 4 is I remember seeing screenshots of it when I was much younger, and it looks so scary. But as I've learned a bit older, and it was like, I'm never touching that. That looks terrifying. But I know a bit more that it's quite a bit more silly than I had any idea back then. But even just the screenshots. Darkwood, that looks scary. Darkwood looks beyond me. So maybe this weekend, let me actually get the correct game and test it. I do want, as I said, I do want the frame of comparison, but if not this weekend, sometime soon. Just thinking, and I still want to do the, like, even though I haven't finished Silk Song, but chat about where I am in Silk Song. Chat about where I am in Silk Song stream, and I thought I might as well play Mirror Dungeon in the background, and then I'm like, oh, let's wait for the new units to come out. And then, so maybe next weekend. Unfortunately, my schedule is very, like, sort of up in the air in general. Fatal Frame. Fatal Frame looks so scary. I'd one more, and I do wanna try out, like, again for, like, demo Nausea. Okay, so thank you everybody, and thank you. I hope you enjoyed my spooky. Oh, Signalis. Before I finish, Signalis. I'd actually really like to try, but everything I've looked at it, I was like, this is beyond what I could handle. I actually went looking if somebody made like a no combat mod, but every time I look, there hasn't been one because I think that's the only way I could handle it. It looks. The puzzles and, like, world building seem really interesting. Like, that's what I'd like to try it for, like, the world building. I've seen people produce, like, beautiful fan art. But every time I've peeked at it, I'm like, this is beyond me. But yes, hope you enjoyed my spooky trick. I'm glad I tricked everybody and provided a treat. And have a lovely, lovely Halloween. Thank you, everybody. Hope you all can continue to have a lovely week, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.